Kaizer Nation, Solomon Buffett, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, OQB. Now, on today's video, Buffett, and Pettinenji, some few updates that you need to know of, obviously, some good and some bad news. But anyways, I would like to start by saying welcome back, Wandida, my brother. It's been a while, it's been a minute since you haven't been in Malala because of certain situations, but I'm glad you're back. And also, I've noticed there's a lot of people who are currently missing. Some Lenisa, I think it's Lenisa, sorry about the pronunciation, Lenisa, and there's a few individuals, but anyways, I hope wherever they are good and doing exceptionally well. Well, anyways, before we dive into all of the details about today's video, please do not forget, please do not forget to like the video, and if this is your first time some Football Trends with QP, just click at a like, subscribe, and also a bell notification so that next time when I post a new video you will be notified and be able to watch that video. Now in today's video, as I've said, I have some good and some bad news, but before I get to the good and bad news part, I would like to start with what Junior, Kaizer Junior, which is part of the management, has said something about the players, the youngsters, not being loaned out, as we thought. Okay, we should see all of the youngsters are going to be loaned out, but definitely the trimming of the squad, we only saw 2 players going out, which was Happy Mashiane and also Samuel Zwane, which, by the way, I think they participated today and they played the game. The Bogopotsane, I think, scored the winning goal for Isewedele FC, so definitely they might be out of the relegation zone. Well, let's just listen to this and then we'll take it from there.
Oh, well, at the end of the day, if we didn't have the size of squad we had last year, given all the injuries that we had, we probably would have just been playing the league games and cup games with our DDC team, So we're very, very lucky to have the size of squad that we did have last year, with whatever challenges that are there. But I think if I look at some of the teams in the league now who've been competing on many fronts, they have larger squads, and it's all about man management. It's all about planning, getting enough minutes for the guys who are not playing, because obviously the guys who are not playing are extremely important for the group. And last year is another, it shows you the importance of a squad. A lot of the players who ended the season weren't playing the first half of the season, so it again shows that you need everyone, and the season is demanding, and I think you have to prepare for that there. At the same time, we have a very clear plan in terms of the younger players. Some players who came on board, impressed during the pre-season. We had other plans for those young players, but they've done tremendously well. And it's sometimes better to retain your young talent with you in the same environment, while they still get minutes maybe at TDC, but to be able to train with the first team, get that training, understand the game model, as opposed to just saying you're loaning a player for the sake of loaning a player. So I think it's a balance. It's a balance between how we manage the man management, the minutes, the training preparation, and I think it's an ongoing process. At the same time, I mean, injuries happen. We know exactly the impact of injuries, so we're very mindful of the fact that you could loan out or remove certain players now and find yourself in a tough situation later. So we're trying to manage that and create a accurate balance.
Interesting. I, for one, I'm happy with the decision that has been taken by Kaizer Junior when it comes to the young players, because they understand at the end of the day, despite having the squad that they have, remember they said they wanted to trim the squad to a 22-man squad, which definitely I think it wouldn't work for us, because we understand the injuries, the plans and everything. People will say, but QP, we are not playing a lot of competitions. It's just CAF and then the league and then some few games, Guma Cups. But think about it. What happens if you have two players playing the same position, and then one of them gets injured, another one, maybe is suspended? What happens to that position? Because even now we do have a player which is Velebhayi, who could be used on that left wing position, but he's not being played because of what? Because of the situation that is currently there. And definitely, what happens if Pulemodi is not available, suspended, and then Makabi Dilepo, for example, is out, maybe injured? and then Gaston Sereno is just having one of his off days. What happens to that position? I know we still have Mduduzi Shabalala, but if Mdu is playing there, who's going to be playing the attacking midfield? So definitely those are kind of the things that we need to adjust. And I'm happy Kaizer just decided, no, we are going to retain them, but mabadlale ngapha ku-DDC, get some minutes, not just to loan them out for the sake of siyabaloana out, because really there's no need for them to play. But you understand, like, there's no need for them to play for the club, you understand? So definitely I think it's helping a lot, obviously. And yeah, we will get to see a lot of players. Obokabelo Nkwesa, I think he's a left back, Tulani Touch Mabaso, which by so far for me, I was happy with his performance for preseason. I wish he can have some game time na ngapha senior, but obviously it's gonna take him some time, since we have Ucele, we have Ox, we have Umshini, we have Matlo, we have a lot of players who can try and fill that position. So if that was not the case, then definitely I would love to see him. But depending on the situations, I think there will be games where they will be introduced. Tina, the only thing that we need to find is the momentum of scoring more goals. If that's possible, then definitely I see no need to not bring in those young stars. Definitely Melis Bafaki. But anyways, that's my thoughts and opinion in terms of that. Wena, what do you say? And then now jumping to the good and the bad news of today's video. Well, you've guessed it, that we have a problem, but it's not a big problem, because so far, Cedric Kaizer, which in a video that explains everything, I will post it just a minute. It talks about Velebhayi and also Baartman, but also the bad news is the fact that it also Igudaro Tua. He's currently injured, so he will not be able to feature us on the CAF Confederation, which it's a bummer, because we were hoping with at least he will be available, but unfortunately he's not there. Same thing with Dukanyi Samayo. Still on the bad news, Tiwanaye, he will not be able to participate according to the coach, because clearly uzokona participate when we go to the group stages, which obviously that's going to be a little while, but definitely I'm happy he will be there. So with that being said, Buffet, let's just jump into the short video, and then we will go to the good news of the video.
I would say that if I'm not mistaken, Mayo is not going to be able to play until the group stage. I'll have as well to verify, but I believe as well that Ighodaro is going to be until the group stage. Mabowe as well. But we have other players that are available and probably will help the team, the like of Marco, Monyane, that were injured, and Lovu as well. Ethan is going to be available for selection.
Well, but the good news is Asanele Velebhayi and also Luke Baartman is in the squad list of the 35 players that have been registered to participate in CAF, which means since they are registered, they are eligible to be played. But the twist here is it is Buffet 2. Kaizer Chiefs are not taking any chances by fielding them, because they know if something happens, there will be consequences. So definitely, even though they are eligible to be played in CAF, Kaizer Chiefs is taking caution and making sure they do not use those two players until their cases have been fixed, because Kumbule, they said the appeal date have been set to the 30th of September, which is the end of this month. In a few days time, I think 2 or 3 days, and then we'll be able to get the verdict from ISAFA, because definitely Cape Town Spurs, if it's as a corner, then refusing to let go of those players. So are they still going to do it with the other players now? Because there's a lot of players who have left the team and they want greener pastures, if I may. But anyways, I don't know. What do you think, Buffet, on the comment section below? Do you think we should risk it and play over Velebhayi, or should we just wait for the verdict? Now, corner, it's only a few days left, and we will be able to fill the player in no time. That's what I think. But anyways, let me know what you think. Buffet, down in the comment section below. I believe this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you later on. or tomorrow with something new. Peace.